Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in life when we must stop pointing fingers, stop making excuses, and look in the mirror. Not with eyes of judgment, but with eyes of truth. The greatest project you will ever undertake in life is not building a house, climbing a corporate ladder, or even raising a family. It is fixing yourself. You see, life was never meant to be lived as a broken version of what was intended. You were designed by the Creator to function in wholeness, in alignment, and with clarity. But too often we carry wounds from the past, habits we refuse to confront, and attitudes that keep us bound. The truth is, nobody else can fix you. Not your spouse, not your pastor, not your friends. Others may encourage, guide, or inspire you, but the work belongs to you. Fixing yourself starts with taking responsibility. Responsibility is not blame, it's ownership. Ownership of your mind, your actions, and your decisions. The heart is the engine of your life. Proverbs tells us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. If your heart is filled with bitterness, fear, or pride, it will manifest in your actions. To fix yourself, you must start by addressing what's inside. What are you holding on to that's poisoning your progress? Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release what needs to be released. Healing begins when you unclench your fists and surrender. The battle for transformation is won or lost in the mind. Romans reminds us, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Many people want to fix their external lives, but their internal thought patterns remain the same. If you think small, you'll live small. If you think defeated, you'll live defeated. Changing your mind means feeding it with truth, replacing lies with wisdom, and disciplining yourself to focus on what is pure, noble, and true. Fixing yourself isn't just about lofty ideals, it's about practical discipline. What you do daily determines who you become permanently. Are your habits building you up or breaking you down? Don't just pray for change, practice it. Wake up early. Read something that grows your spirit and your mind. Speak words that build life. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. You can't fix yourself without knowing why you were created. Your life has a purpose, and when you live outside of that purpose, you will always feel incomplete. Your gifts, talents, and passions were placed in you for a reason. Discover them. Nurture them. Use them. Fixing yourself means aligning with your divine assignment and refusing to waste time on distractions. Lastly, fixing yourself doesn't mean isolating yourself. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, correct you, and inspire you to be better. Iron sharpens iron. You need others to remind you of your potential when you forget, to lift you when you fall, and to hold you to the standard you've set for yourself. My friends, fixing yourself is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong process. But the reward is worth the effort. When you commit to this journey, you'll discover a version of yourself that you didn't know was possible. You'll walk with clarity, operate in purpose, and live in freedom. The world doesn't need more perfect people, it needs whole people. And wholeness starts with you. Fix yourself and watch the world around you transform. Taking responsibility for yourself is one of the most profound and life-changing decisions you can ever make. It is the acknowledgement that your life in all its complexities and dimensions is ultimately shaped by your choices, actions, and mindset. This realization is both empowering and sobering because it places the power of transformation squarely in your hands, but it also demands that you let go of excuses, blame, and victimhood. It requires courage to face the reality that no one else is coming to rescue you, and it insists that you embrace the idea that you are the architect of your future. Responsibility begins with the willingness to look inward and confront the truth about yourself. It is tempting to attribute your struggles, failures, or limitations to external circumstances, to point to a difficult upbringing, an unfair system, or the actions of others. While these factors may contribute to the challenges you face, they do not define you. Taking responsibility means understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you have complete control over how you respond. It is your response to life, not life itself, that determines your outcomes. When you take responsibility for yourself, you reclaim the power that is often surrendered to external forces. For too many, life becomes a series of reactions to what others do or say. They live in a perpetual state of waiting for the right opportunity, the right relationship, or the right moment to act. But waiting is passive, and passivity breeds stagnation. Responsibility, on the other hand, is active. It compels you to take charge of your decisions even when the circumstances are less than ideal. It demands that you stop waiting for conditions to improve and instead start improving yourself. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging your role in your current reality. This is not an easy task, as it requires a level of honesty that can be uncomfortable. It means admitting when you have made poor choices, neglected opportunities, or allowed fear to hold you back. It means recognizing the patterns in your life that have led to repeated outcomes and understanding that these patterns will persist until you make a conscious effort to change them. This self-awareness is not about self-condemnation, it is about self-liberation. By identifying the areas where you have contributed to your struggles, you empower yourself to create a different future. One of the most challenging aspects of taking responsibility is letting go of blame. Blame is a seductive escape from accountability. It allows you to shift the focus away from yourself and onto others, giving you a temporary sense of relief from guilt or failure. However, blame is a double-edged sword. While it may absolve you of immediate responsibility, it also strips you of the power to change your situation. When you blame others, you place your destiny in their hands. Taking responsibility requires that you stop assigning blame and start asking, what can I do to change this? This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. Taking responsibility is not a one-time decision, but a daily commitment. Every day presents choices, and each choice either moves you closer to or further away from the person you want to become. It is in the small, seemingly insignificant decisions that responsibility is most often tested. Do you choose to hit the snooze button, or do you get up and start your day with purpose? Do you choose to dwell on past mistakes, or do you focus on the lessons they have taught you? Do you choose to procrastinate, or do you take the first step toward your goals? Each of these moments is an opportunity to exercise responsibility and build the life you desire. A critical component of taking responsibility is the ability to take ownership of your emotions. Emotions are powerful, and they can easily dictate your actions if left unchecked. However, taking responsibility means refusing to be ruled by your feelings. It means recognizing that while you cannot always control how you feel, you can control how you act. Anger, fear, sadness, and frustration are natural human experiences, but they do not have to define your behavior. By taking responsibility for your emotions, you develop the ability to respond to situations with wisdom and clarity, rather than impulsively reacting out of emotion. Taking responsibility also extends to your relationships. It means owning your part in the dynamics of your interactions with others. It is easy to focus on what others are doing wrong, but true responsibility requires that you examine your own behavior. Are you communicating effectively? Are you setting healthy boundaries? Are you showing up as the person you aspire to be? Taking responsibility in relationships means being willing to apologize when you are wrong, to forgive when others have wronged you, and to continuously strive to be the best version of yourself. It is about recognizing that while you cannot control how others act, you can always control how you respond. Another dimension of taking responsibility is the commitment to personal growth. When you take responsibility for yourself, you recognize that growth is not optional but essential. Life is a journey of continuous learning, and taking responsibility means embracing this process with humility and determination. It means seeking out knowledge, developing new skills, and challenging yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. Growth often requires sacrifice, letting go of old habits, limiting beliefs, and even relationships that no longer serve your purpose. But with each step of growth, you become more equipped to navigate the challenges of life and more capable of achieving your goals. Taking responsibility also involves managing your time and priorities. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have, yet it is often squandered on activities that do not align with your purpose. Taking responsibility means being intentional with how you spend your time. It means setting clear priorities and saying no to distractions. It means recognizing that every moment spent on something unimportant is a moment taken away from what truly matters. By taking ownership of your time, you create space for the things that bring you closer to your vision. One of the most empowering aspects of taking responsibility is the realization that you are not a victim of circumstance. While life will inevitably present challenges, taking responsibility means refusing to see yourself as powerless. It means understanding that even in the face of adversity, you have the ability to choose your response. This mindset shift transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and resilience. It allows you to approach difficulties with a sense of purpose and determination rather than defeat. Taking responsibility for yourself also involves aligning your actions with your values. Integrity is a cornerstone of responsibility. It means doing what is right, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It means being honest with yourself and others, keeping your promises, and living in a way that reflects your beliefs. When your actions align with your values, you experience a sense of harmony and fulfillment that cannot be achieved through external success alone. Responsibility and integrity go hand in hand, creating a foundation for a life of purpose and meaning. As you take responsibility for yourself, you begin to notice a ripple effect in your life. Your relationships improve as you take ownership of your role in them. Your confidence grows as you see the results of your efforts. Your sense of purpose deepens as you align your actions with your goals. Taking responsibility is not about achieving perfection, but about committing to progress. It is about recognizing that every step you take toward responsibility brings you closer to the life you were created to live. Taking responsibility for yourself is a journey of empowerment, self-discovery, and transformation. It is an invitation to step into the fullness of your potential and to create a life that reflects the unique gifts and purpose you have been given. It is a call to rise above excuses, embrace accountability, and take ownership of your destiny. Responsibility is not a burden, but a privilege, and it is through this privilege that you unlock the limitless possibilities of your life. True accountability requires vulnerability. You must be willing to be honest about where you are and where you need to grow. This level of transparency can be intimidating, but it is necessary for transformation. When you allow others to see your struggles, they can help you overcome them. When you share your victories, they can celebrate with you and remind you of how far you've come. Accountability is a two-way street. It's not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. As you hold others accountable, you deepen your own commitment to your purpose. Living in alignment with purpose also means setting boundaries. Not everyone will understand your journey, and not everyone is meant to walk with you. There will be relationships, habits, and even opportunities that you must let go of because they do not align with where you are going. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of alignment because it requires discernment and courage. You have to be willing to say no to what is distracting so that you can say yes to what is destiny defining. Boundaries protect your focus and preserve your energy, allowing you to invest in what truly matters. They are not walls that keep people out, but gates that ensure only the right influences come in. The alignment of purpose and accountability is a continuous process. It's not something you achieve once and then forget about. Life is full of challenges and changes that can cause you to drift if you are not intentional. This is why regular self-assessment is so important. Take time to evaluate where you are in relation to your purpose. Are your actions, thoughts, and relationships moving you closer to your assignment or further away? Are you staying true to your values and priorities, or have you allowed distractions to take over? These are the questions that keep you grounded and focused. When you notice areas of misalignment, address them quickly. Don't wait for things to spiral out of control before making adjustments. Small, consistent corrections will keep you on track. One of the most beautiful aspects of aligning with purpose is the sense of fulfillment it brings. When you live in alignment, there is a peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Even in the midst of challenges, you can find joy because you understand the bigger picture. Purpose gives meaning to every experience, turning setbacks into lessons and victories into milestones. It allows you to live with intention, knowing that every moment is an opportunity to grow and contribute. This fulfillment is not something that can be bought or earned through worldly achievements. It is a gift that comes from living in harmony with your design. This accountability enhances this fulfillment by keeping you grounded and connected. It reminds you that you are not alone on this journey and that your growth impacts more than just yourself. When you are accountable to others, you become part of a larger community, one that is committed to mutual growth and support. This sense of connection is powerful because it reinforces your purpose and motivates you to keep going, even when the road gets tough. Accountability also provides perspective. Sometimes when you are in the midst of challenges, it can be hard to see the progress you've made. Others can help you recognize how far you've come and encourage you to keep moving forward. Living in alignment with purpose and accountability requires discipline. It's easy to get distracted by the demands of life or to settle into a routine that feels comfortable but is not aligned with your purpose. Discipline is what keeps you focused and committed. It's about making choices that align with your values and priorities even when it's difficult. This discipline is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up every day with a willingness to learn, grow, and take steps toward your purpose. Over time, these small, consistent actions create momentum, leading to significant transformation. Another important aspect of alignment is gratitude. When you are grateful for the opportunities, experiences, and people in your life, you cultivate a mindset of abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, allowing you to see the blessings and opportunities that align with your purpose. It also strengthens your relationships, making it easier to build the accountability connections you need. Gratitude is a powerful tool for alignment because it keeps your heart open and your perspective positive. As you align with purpose and accountability, remember that the journey is not linear. There will be ups and downs, moments of clarity, and seasons of uncertainty. What matters is that you remain committed to the process. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. Be patient with yourself and with others, knowing that growth takes time. Celebrate the progress you make and learn from the challenges you face. This journey is not just about reaching a destination, it's about becoming the person you were created to be. Of all the journeys a person will ever take, the journey inward is the most important. Internal transformation is not just about changing what you do, it's about changing who you are from the inside out. Every meaningful change in life starts within. People often focus on external circumstances, trying to rearrange their environment, relationships, or careers, believing these changes will bring the fulfillment they seek. But without internal transformation, any external changes are temporary at best and superficial at worst. The truth is, life doesn't flow from the outside in, it flows from the inside out. This principle is foundational because the condition of your inner world shapes the direction of your outer life. Your thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, and emotions act as the invisible architects of your destiny. If your internal world is chaotic, unhealed, or misaligned, it doesn't matter how much you achieve externally, you will always feel incomplete. To experience true growth and wholeness, you must turn inward and address the areas of your life that no one else sees but God. Transformation begins with awareness. You cannot change what you refuse to confront. Many people are trapped in cycles of frustration because they have never taken the time to examine the root causes of their struggles. They patch up the symptoms but never address the source. It's like trying to clean a river downstream while ignoring the pollution at its source. To transform internally, you must be willing to look honestly at yourself, not through the lens of guilt or shame, but through the lens of truth. Truth is the foundation of transformation. It exposes what needs to change and gives you the clarity to move forward. One of the most significant areas requiring transformation is the heart. The heart is the core of your being, the seat of your emotions, desires, and intentions. If the heart is corrupted by bitterness, unforgiveness, or pride, it will manifest in your actions and decisions. Many people are walking around with unhealed wounds that they've buried deep within their hearts. They smile on the outside, but inside they are carrying pain, disappointment, and resentment. These hidden issues act as barriers to progress, holding them back from becoming the person they were created to be. Healing the heart is not easy, but it is necessary. It requires vulnerability, humility, and a willingness to forgive. Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrongs that were done to you. It's about releasing yourself from the power they have over your life. When you forgive, you free your heart from the chains of the past, allowing it to heal and move forward. The process may be painful, but the freedom it brings is worth every tear. A healed heart is a powerful heart, one that can love deeply, give generously, and lead courageously. Another critical component of internal transformation is the renewal of the mind. Your mind is the battlefield where the fight for your future is won or lost. Every action you take is first a thought, and every thought you entertain has the potential to shape your reality. If your mind is filled with negativity, fear, or limiting beliefs, it will hinder your ability to grow and thrive. Many people are imprisoned by their own thoughts, replaying past failures, entertaining doubts, or adopting mindsets that keep them stuck. Renewing your mind is a deliberate process. It begins with recognizing the lies you've believed and replacing them with truth. It requires feeding your mind with the right input, words of wisdom, inspiration, and encouragement. The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, or mediocrity, that is what will flourish. But if you plant seeds of faith, hope, and excellence, you will reap a harvest of success and fulfillment. The renewal of the mind also involves discipline. You must guard what you allow into your mind, filtering out anything that contradicts your vision for your life. Emotions also play a significant role in internal transformation. While emotions are a natural and necessary part of being human, they are not meant to control your life. Many people live as prisoners to their emotions, reacting impulsively to every feeling they experience. They allow anger, fear, or sadness to dictate their decisions, often leading to regret. To transform internally, you must learn to master your emotions rather than being mastered by them. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It means acknowledging them, understanding their source, and choosing how to respond. Emotional mastery comes through self-awareness and discipline. When you feel anger rising within you, pause and ask yourself why. What triggered this emotion? Is it rooted in insecurity, misunderstanding, or an unresolved issue? By identifying the source of your emotions, you gain the power to respond intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. Over time, this practice strengthens your emotional resilience, allowing you to remain steady and composed even in challenging situations. Emotional mastery is not about becoming emotionless, it's about ensuring that your emotions serve your purpose rather than sabotage it. Your habits are another area where internal transformation takes shape. Habits are the small, consistent actions that shape your character and determine your destiny. Many people underestimate the power of habits, focusing instead on big, dramatic changes. But true transformation is often found in the little things you do every day. Your habits are a reflection of your values and priorities. If you want to change your life, you must first change your habits. Building new habits requires intention, consistency, and patience. It's not about trying to overhaul your entire life overnight. It's about making small, sustainable changes that align with your goals. Start by identifying the habits that are holding you back. Are you spending too much time on distractions? Are you neglecting your physical health or spiritual well-being? Once you've identified these areas, commit to replacing those habits with ones that support your growth. For example, instead of scrolling through social media for hours, spend that time reading, praying, or learning something new. Over time, these small changes compound, leading to significant transformation. Internal transformation also requires aligning your values with your actions. Many people live in a state of internal conflict because their actions don't reflect their beliefs. They say they value family but spend all their time at work. They claim to prioritize health but neglect their physical well-being. This misalignment creates tension and dissatisfaction. To experience true transformation, you must bring your life into alignment. This means examining your values and ensuring that your daily actions reflect those values. It's about living with integrity, where your words, actions, and beliefs are in harmony. As you pursue internal transformation, you will encounter resistance. Change is uncomfortable, and your old self will fight to maintain the status quo. You may face moments of doubt, fear, or fatigue. But remember, transformation is a process, not an event. It takes time, effort, and perseverance. There will be setbacks, but don't let them discourage you. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you were created to be. Transformation is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about becoming a little better today than you were yesterday. The reward for internal transformation is immeasurable. As you heal your heart, renew your mind, master your emotions, and build better habits, you will begin to see changes in every area of your life. Your relationships will improve as you approach them with a healthier perspective. Your career will flourish as you operate with clarity and purpose. Most importantly, you will experience a sense of peace and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your true self. Internal transformation is not easy, but it is worth every ounce of effort you put into it. Aligning with purpose is one of the most profound journeys you can embark on. It requires more than just a casual desire to improve. It demands a deep and intentional commitment to understanding why you are here and what you were created to do. Purpose is not something external that you stumble upon by chance. It is an internal discovery that begins when you quiet the noise of the world and listen to the whispers of your soul. Your purpose is woven into the very fabric of your being, designed by the Creator to bring fulfillment to your life and to impact the lives of others. Yet, so many people live disconnected from this truth, chasing goals that leave them empty or pursuing paths that lead to frustration. The alignment of purpose is about recalibrating your life, ensuring that every step you take, every decision you make, and every word you speak aligns with the unique assignment placed on your life. When you live aligned with purpose, you operate with clarity and confidence because you know where you are going. The distractions that once held you back lose their power because your focus becomes sharper. Purpose is like a compass that guides you through the chaos, pointing you toward what truly matters, but alignment requires effort. It means examining your life, identifying the areas where you have drifted, and making intentional adjustments to get back on track. This is not always easy because it demands honesty. You have to confront the places where you have compromised, where fear has held you captive, or where comfort has kept you stagnant. Alignment with purpose means letting go of what is good in favor of what is best, even when it is uncomfortable. To align with purpose, you must first recognize that you are not here by accident. Your existence is deliberate, and your design is intentional. Every gift, talent, and ability within you has a role to play in fulfilling your assignment. The challenge is that the world often tries to dictate who you should be and how you should live, pulling you away from your true identity. Aligning with purpose requires that you shut out those voices and reconnect with the one who created you. Spend time in reflection and prayer, seeking wisdom and guidance. Ask the tough questions: who am I? Why am I here? What impact am I supposed to make? These questions are not always answered overnight. but the pursuit of the answers will lead you closer to your purpose. One of the most powerful truths about purpose is that it is not just about you. Your purpose is always tied to others. It's about how you can serve, uplift, and contribute to the world around you. This means that aligning with purpose often requires a shift in perspective. It's not about what you can gain, but about what you can give. When you approach life with a mindset of service, doors begin to open, and opportunities that align with your purpose become clear. The more you give, the more you grow, and the more you step into the fullness of who you were created to be. This shift from self-centered living to purpose-driven living is transformational, not only for you, but for everyone you encounter. Accountability plays a crucial role in this process. No one can walk the journey of purpose alone. We all have blind spots, weaknesses, and moments when we feel like giving up. This is where accountability becomes essential. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential and are committed to seeing you succeed. These are the individuals who will challenge you when you're tempted to settle, encourage you when you're feeling discouraged, and hold you to the standard of excellence that your purpose demands. Accountability is not about control, it's about support. It's about having people in your life who care enough to speak truth, even when it's uncomfortable.